Hello and welcome to another episode of Brawns Not Brains from David King. And this match I think highlights quite well, like the purpose of Dead by Daylight is to be a good team player and to basically make sure that you take part in the fundamentals of the game, which is by doing objectives, whether that be generators. Ideally you do generators, but also objectives would be totems and things like that. It would involve you being altruistic, trying to rescue people from hook, as well as healing people up during the game. And obviously escaping is one factor. And when you are new to the game, you sort of like overemphasize on it, and you tend to sort of like try to avoid all major interaction within the game and just stay out of the way, and therefore don't do objectives and maybe get involved in some altruism if you think it's safe. But like you early days when you play this game, you think it's all about escaping. Well, I think this is a match that highlights that it's not about that. I do die in this game, but I think I make decisions for the team, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm quite pleased with how I played in this game, although I didn't actually escape from it. But I do feel that my actions within the game enabled two other players to get out. So you can see it's a Billy, a little hillbilly, and he's got corrupt intervention. So basically just going across the map searching for a gen to work on, and come to this side. I can see two of my colleagues working on gens. Now I could also work a gen in this area, but you don't want to get into the stage where you're through genning yourself, so I do sort of have like a little look in the chest, see what I can get. And for me, what comes out is a beamer, and I'm not the best person with flashlight, to be perfectly honest. I can always, the thing that I like to get out is a medkit. So I don't make it easy for Billy here in sprint. I make him have to come up and get me. You can see he's doing that and he's going to commit to me. Now I do sort of run. Let's get a nice hit on me early. Get the stun. I should have looked back there, because he doesn't break the pallet and he comes round, just waits for me here. A bad play on my part. And again, it's like that panic that you can have when you play DBD. You don't observe what the killer's doing, and then you basically make it easy for them. That was what I did there. Didn't look and see where he went. Had no idea what was going on really. He just sort of like waited me out, came round the pallet and expected me to jump out the window basically. I could have, lasted a lot longer there by just looking and trying to see where he was. Claudette gets me a nice early rescue and gives me a heal at the same time, whilst someone's being taken out of a locker behind us. So at this stage we've had two of us hooked, one gen's done. So, it's pretty in the balance so far. Claudette runs into some trouble here. My intention is to try and get the person off the hook, but I see someone else moving in. So I decide to just move off and try to get going again with some objectives, I think. There we go. Tell a lie, I'm going to go in and get the save now. See if Claudette wants a heal. She doesn't, she moves off. She then follows the other injured party thinking she's going to get healed. However, the other person doesn't want to know it, and just cleanses his totem and goes in the locker, obviously for that perk. I forget the name of it. It means if you cleanse a totem and then go in a locker for 10 seconds, it restores your health. Now it puts Claudette in a position where she's not healed. I can understand not wanting to get healed in front of the hook though. However, I did know that Billy was engaged on the other side of the map. We got a quick kill there. But never, as I've said before, not an ideal situation to have 3 people working on a gen early game. I think sort of Billy's exerting a bit of pressure in this, so we needed to get some pressure back. So willing to sort of stay with that. Stack heal up on the Claudette to get her back in the action. And now the best thing we can do now is split. And yeah, I forgot to mention earlier, the person on hook let themselves go on to struggle in the first hook just by trying to Kobe off. They would have got rescued on first hook without going into struggle, so kind of puts us under pressure. 1 person dead with 3 generators to go, and it's like, it is one of the things to not do, you know, like you've got to give your, if someone doesn't initially look like they're coming for you when you're on hook, you've got to like wait it out. You've got to wait the minute out without struggle, and then you've got to like battle through every second of that struggle to give your teammates time to do things. What too many people do is they will Kobe and then just like kill themselves straight away, and putting a lot of pressure on the team. So we see this is good looping at the shack. Oh, there I thought it was all over, so avoids the chainsaw attack by going into the locker twice, and comes out without getting grabbed. Wastes a pallet here, but it enables me to get quite far through on this gen whilst another one pops, so that's a good move. Unfortunately I don't complete it because the survivor that we just saw does end up taking a hit. I think it's the one we saw, someone over there does, and they end up leading Billy back over in this direction, who hears the gen being very well progressed and decides to break chase and follow me. It's a good piece of movement from Billy, and that's the point where Billy realises that I'm a better target. And it's a shame. The sprint burst gets me some good distance. Totally mistimed the pallet drop. Again, being critical of myself here, I'm not watching back as much as I could. Billy breaks chase with me to go back and check the generator. I should have moved here, stayed for too long, because when he goes back to the generator he obviously doesn't find what he's looking for, then comes back for me. And here he's very quicker than me, basically. I get the stun. I do feel I kept him engaged for quite a while, and it meant that a generator could get done. I'm on my second hit now, and we're in a good position now, I think. You know, sort of my interactions, and particularly the Claudette. Again, good looping of the killer. Gave us a chance to get out. I wanted to heal there. Mech does feel guilty and comes back and gives it to me. But we do get disturbed, which makes me, I'm not sure whether this Billy has nurse's calling. Now this is a classic example of how good Iron Will is. Lets me just totally evade the killer here, whilst bearing in mind I'm taking up his time whilst he looks for me. I didn't have Iron Will, would have found me easily there. It buys us some more time. He's still looking for me. Still looking for me, so good, you know, good 30 seconds again out of the killer's time there, and he goes off. And obviously I'm hoping that I can now get this generator done. know it's reasonably well progressed. It's halfway done. Or that, you know, in another best case scenario, there's another generator going to pop. Then we get someone going down, not really where I want it to be happening, because I know that he's going to have time to hook and see me and come to me. So I know that I'll probably get a chance to complete, but he's going to be on me. This is where it's about taking one for the team. I could disappear here. I wanted to like get it done. If I do get it done, a lot of the time when you've completed the generator, if you hide by the generator, you won't get a persistent person looking for you like this. So he clearly had barbecue and chili or something that enabled him to see me after the generator was completed. And now this is just me giving my teammates enough time to do the rescue and get out. I am going to die here, but I do feel that I loot fairly well. I managed to avoid, he's determined to sort of finish me off with a chainsaw attack, which is to my advantage and to my teammates also, because I managed to avoid a few attacks before eventually going down. Give him a little slip here by the bin, there we go. And my end is near. And there we go. But in all that time, it means that I've given my teammates enough time to not only rescue from hook, but also to make it over to exit gates, to 99 them, to see that I'm dead now. They can open the gate and both escape. And I feel that that's what this game is about. It's about working as a team, making sure you take part in all of the different aspects of the game, and not just basically worrying about escaping and staying hidden from the killer and being terrified to actually play the game. Fortunately, I didn't get a pick for that. I felt I deserved it. But it was a rank 2 killer, and I was pleased with how it went. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a like and consider subscribing. Bye.